Team Falcons versus Mythic Seal.
Thank you so much, panel, for the breakdown here. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's me, Naisu, with Wolf to bring you our last and final series of the day. This best of 3 elimination match between Team Falcons and Mythic Seals. We've got some good drafts here. I would say on both fronts, Wolf. I think both of them serve the purpose really well. But I don't know, man. I'm going to have to lean towards the potential here with Team Falcons lineup, just because I'll throw that out there, just because the Arla and the Dushin have been working wonders, especially paired with a Fredrin in there. And Troll, he's got a Khalid. So this is a solid lineup for me in my book for Team Falcons for game 1.
I guess the term that we can use is it's a balanced lineup, right? You have your late game scaling with a Ranger, you have so much early game courtesy of the Fredrin. You want to poke into the mid lane. And then the Dushin with this Khalid is just so strong in the mid lane that can help this Fredrin Arlot combo, right? So I can't blame you. This is such a balanced lineup coming up from Team Falcons. Mythic Seal, however, they have employed their Eastern Chain was the Trini with the Grok, which is also very strong in the mid. I am expecting a lot of team fighting from both teams.
Man, just think how long Grok Kimmy has been a combination. Oh, is this going to break out?
Okay, fight gonna break out. Troll actually poking King Cash out there. In comes the lift onto Zenju, and Zenju is gonna go down so quickly. Team Falcons have not started the turtle yet, but they're already taking out one member of the field, trying to go for more plays as they try to invade the Crammer. But I'm pretty sure that they have planted themselves so easily to take this turtle. As the Eastern Chain is so far out, I don't think that Mythic Seal will try to engage anymore.
Unless, I was just saying, some way, somehow, Kuhn is just like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just try to take this. And the Retribution's used to secure it by Boyette. Right now, Team Falcons not massively ahead or anything like that, but based on that decision-making, that's what we've seen from them. You know, you got to remember Team Falcons throughout the group stage and their performances, they are the team that has gone through the ringer, man. Each of their series in the groups was 3 games, right? They went 3 games versus the Mongols, then they went 3. Oh, Sanji! Okay, Sanji's out of the picture. That's a good play there from Mythic Seal, but that's what I'm saying. Team Falcons has been through the 3-game series. They've gone. They almost also against RQ Hoshi.
Yeah,
right? They had a great series against them. It was unfortunate they couldn't win that, but definitely improving. Again, Team Falcons, a team that has so much experience. We've seen these players play for quite a while now internationally. Hold on top.
Oh, Troll be punished out there. Boy wants to fight this, especially because he has his teammates backing him up. Without any minions, without any true reward, they will not continue. With that, San almost taking out Rubid DD down the bottom lane. Fortunately for the Esmeralda, survives. Now, Team Falcons as well as Mythic Seal, I think that they're just going to be farming their own side of the jungle. Going to be waiting for 38 more seconds because that's going to be the next big objective that these two teams will be looking for.
Yeah, possible. If that was a pickup for Sano, that would have been great for him. Again, you know, a Granger versus an Esmeralda is going to be a little bit more difficult to actually get a kill by yourself in that lane. So maybe Team Falcons can kind of figure out a way to go ahead and potentially let Sano scale up. Oh, Cuffin.
Combo. Will not commit to that because, well, I think smartly they will skip that kill for now because they can get more if they do decide to take it around this turtle time. And Boyette as well as the rest of Team Falcons can be prepping up for this next turtle. The expanding reverse troll, or they poking down Boyette, but obviously this drop is very tanky. Boyette versus Boyette in the turtle fight. Nice usage of the rampart to reset this turtle, prolonging the team fight now for Team Falcons. Coffin already scouting out where the Esmeralda is. Can any kill out that? There is an initiation coming out from Kun, but they will miss Boyette. In fact, it will be enough to show that the members of Team Falcons, the turtle now goes in favor of Mythic Seal, even prompting a flicker coming out from Sanji. I think Mythic Seal, just by positioning an aura alone, they have won an important team fight.
Yeah, and it seemed like the decision there was to just let Sano stay in that gold lane get some of that extra gold from the turret, and that's exactly what they did. So even though the turtle goes over, nothing too much a loss for Team Falcons right now. Not sure if this is going to be a play here, Bob.
Ooh. Kind of with that, but we didn't get survive Rampart to lock any kind of additional out there. Mythic still have not been successful in taking out Ruby Didi down the bottom lane, but they will lose their turret up top. So Mythic still are just winning the macro battle in here. So it seems, and but they quietly have built 1,000 gold lead over Team Falcon.
Yeah, slow and steady. Sano really working on this turret too. They traded the objective. Again, with Team Falcons lineup, if they're not able to really find anything, it's just kind of waiting for that Granger to come online here now. If they were to try to find one of the targets, it's a little more difficult because of Mythic Steel's lineup. It's a little bit harder to catch a Kimmy, especially when she's able to get away. Or maybe this time for Ruby DD. Even this, when they commit, like Troll's been down here a couple of times now. They do get Ruby DD low, but then, they're not actually able to capitalize on a kill. I think they just really want this tier 1 turret in this bottom lane down so they can actually transition into another part of the map, but it's still not going to go down.
Oh, many times they have attempted a takedown onto Ruby DD. Ruby DD will escape death once more. They're going to be poked down in the mid lane. Looks like this is going to be the step down for the next turtle. Fredrin will have to go for the purple buff for now, whereas the Eastern Chain is still ways away from the turtle. However, this is still expanding river, so it's easier for them to position one of the teams. In fact, Boy is going to be starting the turtle fight right now. Top in, the zone of members of the on the bottom zone. Ruby Didi going to be Geraldo. 3 members going now onto Ruby Didi. The Esmeralda finally falls. Turtle is being taken by the Kimi. Now Kun will have to bring the spider away from that. Oh, what a tech charge!
Oh, tech charge.
And the stun will be there. This is for the disengaged Mythic Steel. They're going to be happy with a kill and a turtle for now. It's going to be zoning away the members of Team Falcons and happy to get out of that fight with only losing the Esmeralda in favor of a kill and a turtle.
Yeah, Ruby DD was able to go ahead and get get that distraction that he was looking for so they could secure the turtle. And unfortunately Team Falcons doesn't really have the damage to take out some of the more tankier members unless they commit a lot to it. And that's what we see here. Traction pulse thrown out.
Oh, Coffin has the ultimate for that one. Big skills. Looking like they want to make more plays out here. Martin will decide to just take away some of the green camp. Falcon. This economic damage that they're dealing to Team of Falcons right now. No need to rush. It will be a minute before the Lord fight happens, and all they have to do now is to farm up, be ready for the next big objective to happen.
One of the difficult things too, look at the gap between the junglers. Boy at level 10, King Flash farming like crazy, sitting at 13, and not stopping anytime soon. Even looking at the difference in gold, about 1,500 gold above Boyet right now, and the YSS is able to provide quite a bit of damage. And over in that gold lane, like I said, Sano is going to be the one that they're relying on with this Granger here. And the Fraser's Wrath thrown out. I'm not sure if there's any follow-up, though. They wanted to, but no.
Trying to poke them the Grok. If they get a kill,
hard to get him.
It's kind of hard to do as of this moment. Now they have, unfortunately, they didn't have to waste any of their spells, any of their ultimates. It will be available for the upcoming Lord fight, which can happen soon. The prep now for Team Falcons is to push up top lane, whereas for Mythic Steel, they're sending the Esmeralda into the bottom lane too. Instead of a slow push, Arlott will have to answer for that. We'll have to clear that way so that it will be even out. Now all of a sudden, Ruby DD is in the middle of the fight, the belly of the beast. Genji will be in a prime spot to deal the damage to them. And the point is point. Down, Boy, Boy wants to win, but in comes the Napo and the back charge. It's not going to be good, but Boy is quite low. Pushing onto the backlines, onto the Eastern Spin. They're zoning out this Eastern Spin from Mythic, and in fact, he will die because of the time from Napo plus Angie. It will be a punishment. That is going to be the troll, but the jungler from Mythic still down. Falcon get another kill. That will be down for the count. They are very much happy there for this team fight. They're going to be waiting for the Fredrin to get back into the fray and maybe take this First Lord as it reaches back to its fit.
Man, I'm not really sure what happened there for Mythic Seal. They had the the advantage in terms of space to work with, but a couple misaligned ultimates brought them to this moment. They are going to be back to fight for this. King Flash making his way, half health on the Lord here.
Oh, something going to be taken out. Sanji wants to go for an exchange. White is so low right now, and it's holding on. That forward. Oye will be the exchange, but Sanji will fall as well. Kun, mind sweeping, looking for a target. They have found Boyet. Ruby DD wants to get a kill. I think Flash instead will just take this turret. Mythic should have blatantly lost that fight, but fortunately for them, they have held on for quite a long time. They have equalized. All they need to do now is to defend against this Lord that Paul was able to steal away from Mythic.
It's actually pretty crazy because, yeah, you know, the Praiser's Wrath was already used from Boyet, but then good timing on the Raging Sandstorm. Cures that Lord, it buys Team Falcons some of this time that they need to get this gold lead that Mythic Seal has maintained for a while now for the majority of the game. Get it back under control, potentially get some more space to work with, and get these items, you know, in the hands of Sano here to deal with some of these tankier members. This one thing that the Grok does do is it's just such a obstacle to get through, you know, not only the ramparts, but just how he's able to kind of body block and give space for the rest of the team to work with here. So that tier 2 is going to go down. Tier 1 falls as well. So finally Team Falcons is able to make work across the map. They have basically gotten rid of the gold lead that Mythic Seal had. You know, it's still almost 1,000 here, but nothing too crazy. They're actually capable of fighting is what they're showing us here for Team Falcons.
That's right.
Mythic Seal just doesn't want to make those positioning mistakes. You know, Ruby DD even himself needs to really watch where he initiates with the Falling Star Moon. That last team fight that broke out before that Lord was a trouble thing here. Here's Ruby DD.
You might have jinxed him. Has the bottom figure just to get out. And apart from that, there is no overextension coming up from Mythic Seal. To be happy with just keeping Ruby DD alive at this moment. You're right. Positioning coming up from the explainer of Mythic Seal needs to be fixed. Otherwise, he will be taken out so easily. With just the Oracle as a defensive item for this Esmeralda, it's not yet time for him to be in the spot where he can be taken out easily. And apart from that, it's the Sky Piercer build coming out from Zenzu, which usually is not good for a Kimi. I usually, you know, there are only few Kimi players that I would say has the license to actually pick up the Sky Piercer. But I guess how Nico Zenzu is playing right now with 3-1 and 0, yeah, probably you're allowed to pick up the Sky Piercer.
You gotta earn that right. Is that how it works? To have the Sky Piercer on the Kimmy, you
That's
know.
right.
But yeah, that's one of the things. I mean, think how many times we've seen the Kimmy be picked in that mid lane though, Wolf. Like it's constantly been popped up, and we've said the same thing. You know, throughout the game, once that Kimmy's locked in, you've got a pretty good source of damage. And, you know, Traction Pulse just kind of helps you. I feel like Traction Pulse is just one of those things where if you're going to throw it out there, you might as well see if you catch anyone. You don't always have to rely on that ability to go ahead and set things up with the tech charge, for example. And that's one of the advantage here. So they're going to fight for this Lord. They're in positioning. Boy, could be in trouble here. He's tanking up a lot, but he is a Grok. So he's just going to go ahead and continue to deal with this. Oh, why the final slash on the Grok?
Way too early now. Boyd Snow has to dash out of there. And already Team Falcon's positioning is compromised. Mythic Seal now have regained control of this Lord. Boyd will have to exfil his way into this fight. Boye, ultimate protector's got it's sniper control. They want a clean flash right now, and they're using the Zushin, but it will not be enough. They will be punished, and now Ruby DD again 2 little damage, but will not be enough as well. He's taken out. Decent Spin transfers to the top lane just to heal up and actually get more for his team. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off, a roamer for an XP laner. As the usual this time, King Flash is just under duress the entirety of this Lord fight. And unfortunately, the traction pulse from miss. Sanji's ultimate is now back up. And even after that bad positioning coming up from Team Falcons, Mythic Seal still cannot take over this Lord.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to get it just yet, too. They decided to give the call for King Flash to go grab both his buffs. He used the Retribution earlier on, too, so, you know, it's going to be up here in a couple seconds. So now they're in the position once again. It's basically a full reset. The difference here is some battle spells being down, especially for Team Falcons. Mount Shock are going to be used. They're going to press it.
Okay. After HP Lord, even 30% Boye with the ultimate of Sanchi. And he has to back out. He's but in comes the final smash. Made up to Captain will take out Kun from the backside. They can go for Priest, and it will be there for the Fedrin. And they will get more. Sanchi will be the exchange, but they have collected 3 kills already. Now they want to punch Rubinini this time. Sano will escape death once more. A triple for the Granger. And they have Bracer's Wrath for the Fredrin with the Retribution to aid the team of Falcons in this push. Only Senzu left. Nice too. I don't know if this is defable for Senzu.
I don't know. It's only Senzu, man. Can he do it? He's got to clear out this wave.
Has to clear the wave. But the big minions out there. Troll wants to really apply the pressure on this one. Sano just quietly takes out the base. Team of Falcons have found an opening